Those involved in breaking the law and undermining the democratic electoral processes needed to recognize that it has been an uphill struggle over a period of years where the Uganda People's Congress took a center stage, initially opposing the no-party democracy all the way through the movement system. And UPC had been in the forefront in the struggle for multi-party politics. And we cherish the spirit of multi-party politics. It is disappointing that the agencies of the state, including the police and the army, have failed to note that true multi-party politics is a conversation of the citizens of Uganda amongst themselves. In every election cycle, be it 2006, 2011, 2016, 2021, the country has gone through elections and post-elections, violence with loss of life and fatalities amongst our citizens. This is most unfortunate, and it undermines the whole essence of the rule of law, constitutionalism, the freedom of association, the freedom of assembly, freedom of expression, and democracy. The 2016 electoral reforms by the Supreme Court and subsequent proposals by political parties and civil society that ought to harmonize our democratic processes have been deliberately ignored each and every election cycle. So the presence of the army and police with their high-handedness on civilians raises a lot of concern on the electoral process. Earlier on, I raised my concern, and it continues to be there, that the internal security organization, I failed to understand their role in and the democratic electoral process, which involves all the citizens of Uganda. But their involvement as far as tracking the collection of signatures for presidential aspirants became apparent, and their involvement in trying to intimidate citizens to withdraw signatures at various levels. What the National Unity Platform presidential candidate Robert Chaguranyi and his supporters have undergone while campaigning in Acholi, West Nile, Ankole, Kawempe, and various parts of the country is totally unacceptable and needs to be condemned by all. The excessive use of force and the ugly scenes of brutality which we witnessed in Gulu on the 6th of December are totally uncalled for and should be discouraged at all costs. The UPC joins other stakeholders to demand immediate investigation into the matter and bring the culprits to book. As UPC, we continue to reiterate that the army should be withdrawn from elections. And the police role should be to keep law and order as defined in the law and by the guidance given by the Electoral Commission. In other words, they have no business in trying to determine the outcome. The party observes with great concern the emergence of shadowy groups, some calling themselves ghetto youth, who are exhibiting violent behavior, sometimes in plain view of those who should be maintaining law and order. And this is something which I personally must condemn, because in the election I want everybody to feel free to go and vote. There are those who have sat on their vote for years. An election is where all of us in the country should be able to come together and vote. these people running around clobbering others discourage the silent majority. But it's time for the silent majority also to come up and speak. Let their voices be heard. I would love that the national campaigns be conducted in a free atmosphere. And as UPC, we're committed to doing our campaigns and giving our issue-based